Have you ever had a serious problem? No. I mean a serious problem. Well, I have. And tonight, you get to hear all about it. When I was a kid growing up, I was always into something. From building tree forts to playing sports. I was always laughing, having a good time with my friends. After high school, I went to art school. Now I was riding my skateboard to my required figure drawing class, where I was painting and drawing naked women. It was only getting better. Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and anybody that's ever experienced the bliss of ignorance. After graduation, I went out into the real world. And then something happened to me. Something changed me. The older I got, the more it affected me. It wasn't a disease or a broken heart. It was worse. I became serious. That is not funny. I stopped laughing and having fun. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. I linked it up in my head that the more serious I became, the more successful I would become. The more money I would make. The happier I would be. I was now reading books on success, listening to audio programs, going to seminars. That's when the serious disease started to strangle me. It was as if a giant boa constrictor had wrapped itself around me and was slowly squeezing all the fun and spontaneity out of my life. For example, I had my own retail business now, and my employees were not using a folding board to fold t-shirts. Who in their right mind is going to buy a t-shirt that has not been folded properly? I had a serious problem. Many nights I worked late in my retail store downtown Orlando. And on this one night, I was walking back to my car when I saw a line of people waiting to get inside of this building. The sign on the side of the building said, SAC. I asked the guy standing in line, Saks Fifth Avenue? Oh, no way, dude! It's like improv comedy show, dude! Excuse me, correction, you mean stand-up comedy. No way, dude! It's theater sports! Dude, they get a suggestion from the audience, and then they incorporate it into the scene. And it's like so totally, zip it! It sounded like a group of people who were not taking themselves seriously. That's not funny. A month later, my friends and I were downtown Orlando. And because of a friend, we ended up standing in line at SAC waiting to see a show. This better be good. I'm serious. The show I saw that night, it was spontaneous, creative, and fun. Everything that my life wasn't. Then, at the show's intermission, they made an announcement that would change my life forever. Hey, if you think this looks like fun, you're right, it is, and we teach classes. If you'd like to learn to improvise and be spontaneous, sign up after the show. I thought to myself, no way. Impossible! You cannot teach people to be funny and spontaneous. It's a scam. After the show, I signed up for classes. I went through SAC University, and I learned the skills necessary to improvise and be spontaneous. I read the books. I got a mentor. I started applying all the positive thinking, goal-setting affirmations to doing improv, and I totally stunk. Why? Duh, I was too serious. be successful. My philosophy backfired. The more serious I became, the more failure I experienced. I was getting in my own way. Has that ever happened to you? One night after my improvisation class, my teacher pulled me aside and said, "Andy Dooley, will you stop being so serious? Lighten up. Next week I want you to just let go and let it happen, all right?" A few weeks later, I was at SAC, and the suggestion for the scene was bonsai tree. Before I could even think, my teacher shoved me out onto the stage, and I spontaneously became, "Whoa, grasshopper! I am the bonsai tree master!" Everyone laughed. What happened? What did I do? My teacher said, "You let go, and you let it happen." Yes! I had a breakthrough. I was finally able to take off this boa constrictor that had been squeezing the life out of me. And I was now on the road to recovery from my serious problem. Now that you've heard my story, have you ever had a serious problem? Is there a boa constrictor wrapped around you? Fear not, there's hope. If you let go and let it happen. Remember when you were young at heart and anything could happen next? If you, everybody join me, let go and let it happen. There are mountains to climb, oceans to cross, naked bodies to paint. If you let go and let it happen, there is absolutely nothing you cannot be, do, or have if you let go and let it happen. Mr. Contest Master.